Tom. Hello everybody, Tom Fox here. Welcome back to more Fire Emblem Three Houses. In the last episode, we learned quite a few details here about Nemesis, about Saros, about Sothis, and about Can You Not. All of which more or less are related. As Sothis, as all of the weapons with crests on them are made of the bones and hearts of the progenitor god's children, of Sothis's children. Rhea being one of Sothis's children. On top, there is so much to go into detail on here that I won't really go into that. On top of that, Sothis's heart, being the crest stone for the blade of the sword of the creator, resides within Can You Not. And Nemesis is back, as if that wasn't the issue here. Anyway, in this episode, I actually did get support conversations from all the stuff they did. Cloud and Flame. This is the one I'm the most interested in.
I have told you already, I am quite all right.
You say that, but...
I do not care what you have to say. I could not bear to stand here and do nothing.
Flame?
Hey there, Flame. Looks like Sedith is as overprotective as ever.
Eavesdropping, were you? Well, you are spot on. I do wish you would leave me be and learn to trust me.
Listen, Flame. Before I take a stab at your true identity, there's something I want to ask.
And what is that?
Sedith is your father, isn't he?
Pardon me?
I've been thinking about this for a while, and my latest theory doesn't make sense otherwise. That overprotective attitude of his, it seems like more than just sibling concern. More like a father protecting his only daughter.
How can you be so sure? Hilda's brother and Raphael are quite similar, are they not?
They're both pretty clingy, sure, but even they are willing to let their sisters live their own lives. Whereas Sedith, there's something more at play there, an entirely different dynamic.
I imagine that is because
Even taking into account your special blood and the people targeting you because of it, I feel like Sedith has devoted his whole being to you, like only a father would.
Have you confronted my brother with your theory?
As if he'd tell me anything, even if I did. Though maybe if I tried to trick a reaction out of him. I could try calling out, "Daddy!" from behind him when he least expects it. Nah, he'd probably kill me if I tried that. Not a good idea.
That sounds most entertaining. I would love to see you give it a try. Perhaps you could request
Father, please grant me your daughter's hand in marriage.
I can feel my face turning red.
Hey now, don't joke about that. That's something that should be done properly when the right time comes.
Do you mean to say that the right time will come eventually then?
Well, you never know what the future holds. But forget that for now. I want to talk about...
As though this were something easily shelved. This topic holds far more appeal than that of identities, if you ask me.
Oh man, they never even got to it. I was really looking forward to that one too. Oh well. Shamir and Cloud.
There's really no better place for my midday nap than under the shade of a nice big tree. The twittering of the little birds. It's like they're singing a lullaby just for me. Ah! Is that a dagger? Am I being ambushed?
Claude, why are you lazing about? You should be training.
Shamir! Was this your doing? Talk about unfriendly. Another inch and you would have sliced my handsome nose clean off my roguishly beautiful face.
But I didn't. Fortunately for you.
You know, if you wanted to give me a talking to, you could have done so with your words instead. That's how most people do the talking thing.
Conversation was not my intention.
Well, what then? A prank? That's not better. I thought we were under attack. I could have died from the shock.
Look closely at the dagger.
Is that... Right. There's a poor spider impaled on it.
A poisonous spider. The tiniest bite from which can cause fever, headache, and relentless vomiting. Or worse.
Yikes. I guess this little guy is more vicious than he looks.
I noticed it descending towards your face.
Ah, so you saved me from a certain doom. Well, in that case, I'm sorry for questioning your motives. I promise to repay the favor someday.
I'll keep that in mind.
Shamir doesn't seem like the person you should be, you should have a favor beholden to.
My breath.
Careful. You're going to make yourself pass out.
Shamir? I'm so sorry.
Are you trying to breathe like I showed you? Not even close.
That, in-out-out technique sounds so easy, but it's not easy at all.
It's only easy for me because I put in the time to practice. You need to practice if you want it to work.
Oh, yeah? Really? So I should be able to do it if I just practice.
Yes.
I see. You had no presence. Again.
Yes. Sometimes my presence fades without even trying. It can be a nuisance.
One of these days, I'm gonna do it, just like you.
Seems unlikely, but keep practicing.
Yeah. Got it. Thanks.
Stop doing it while you're talking. It's disturbing.
So Shamir is Kellum with control, basically. Anyway, Marianne and Hanneman.
Professor Hanneman, you wanted to speak with me?
Miss Marianne, hello. Do pardon the mess. Please have a seat.
Of course.
I have been puzzling over why your father would wish to conceal your crest. And I have arrived at a conclusion. Would you like to hear it?
No, I would rather not.
Ah, fair enough. Then I will keep it to myself. However, if my theory is correct, well, then it is only natural for you and your father to try keeping your crest a secret. That said, I feel I would be remiss if I didn't point out that I consider this decision a most grievous error.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Crests never manifest in someone unfit to bear them. Which means, Miss Marianne, you have the ability to make the most of your crest, because it is, by definition, your crest.
I have no desire to make use of my crest.
But it can be of service to you, and I would venture to suggest, to the world at large.
Ever since I was born, that crest has been nothing but a burden to me. My parents, too.
Ah, that's right. I have heard that you were adopted. Did one of your birth parents also have that crest?
Yes, it was my father.
Then that crest is evidence that you are your true father's daughter. Concealing it, hiding that truth from the world, is denying your true parentage, is it not? I'm not suggesting you flaunt your crest. That would be highly unnecessary, possibly even dangerous. I simply wish you to accept who you are.
Accept it?
Accept the crest and allow its power to come forward. Then it will open itself to you. Whatever the crest may be, whatever its origin or its nature, it can serve you. It is yours to command, however you wish.
Mine?
Nobody can decide how to use your crest, Miss Marianne. That choice is yours alone.
I will think about that.
Honestly, since we already know more about her crest, like the and like at this point she's already like come to terms with it because of the paralogue, so it's kind of interesting to see. Anyway, I think how we're gonna go about this one is explore, mostly like to feed our comrades. I almost said students again. It's not right. Then go to the hot spring. Some bitter eats. Oh no, actually, well, there's no reason to do that because they already hit the highest they can go. So I'm thinking, let's see. I'm thinking Hanneman and Marianne. That ought to work. That's a good pair right there. As then we can learn more about her crest. Full menu. Let's get other people in on it, shall we? Where is Shamir? Get some of those eats in.
I like...
Love seeing a table with your absolute favorite dishes. More menu. More! Eat, my comrades, eat! Almost called them my students again, but no, my comrades, eat! Continue, eat. Eat! Continue the eat. It likes to eat.
Yummy.
All right, let's see. Continue the eat. Beef ragout, cheese souffle, pie and pudding au flambe. I forgot I still had her in the maid outfit, oh yay. Eat the food, eat it all! Can you see it begins to call? No one's gloomy or complaining while the flatware's entertaining. We tell jokes, I do tricks with my fellow candlesticks, and it's all in perfect taste that you can bet. Come on and lift your glass, you've won your own free pass to be our guest. If you're stressed, it's fine dining we suggest. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest. Excuse me. That was, the songs never really leave you when you're, when you did them in as your high school musical. Give me that good dark magic. Dark magic attack! Manuela, give me some of that healing. I forgot to do the thing again, but it's fine. I don't really care for it anymore. That's Cyril. Where is Lysithia? There she is, looking at the clock.
We must have...
Nice. Oh, I still have the effects from the sauna. Well, that's good. Anybody else who can teach me about black magic? No, but Flame can teach me about white magic. So it's fine.
Please, Rhea, I beg of...
Advanced drills. White magic. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and end our free time. And instruct our students. Well, nobody really gained anything, so let's just go ahead and begin our training. Tuck, 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 tuck.
No, some...
Perfect.
I still have much to learn.
Bow prowess level 5. I think Claude was on the cusp of learning something, and then I just didn't get enough for it. Well, I think this is appropriate time for a seminar, because we're nearing the point of no return here. Teach them kids magic. Teach them kids magic, you crazy kid. See, now, the basis of magic is that when you have to make sure you're not going to cast something while you're aiming at yourself. For example, if you, say, had something in your eye, you got to be careful when you're rubbing your eye and you go, Bolganome! Ah! My face! And with that, August 31st, verdant rain moon. With the decisive battle ahead, can you not visited the cemetery?
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now.
One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Someone I love. I also find it really weird that, like, Gerald's dying words didn't come with the echo on it, so it seemed like he was just there. We have plenty of options, including Alois. You guys remember Alois, right? But after everything that's said and done, after getting to know everybody, I think we're gonna go with Lysithea. And with that, we have our final mission ahead of us. What I assume is our final mission anyway. According to Claude, he's like, this is the final battle. So yeah, let's go. For the freedom of Fodlan.
A military force bearing the crest of flames on its banner marches west to Garrigmach from Shambhala, attacking nearby cities along the way. Rhea informs the Alliance that the enemy's general is none other than the ancient Fell King Nemesis. And so, the Alliance army prepares for their final battle, hoping to put an end to Fodlan's blood-stained history.
For the freedom of Fodlan. Verdant Wind, Chapter 22. Fodlan's New Dawn.
What's the plan, my friend?
We will defeat Nemesis.
I thought you'd say that. And of course, I'll be joining you. What about the rest of you? Our enemy is a monster of legend. As always, there's not a shred of proof that we can win.
A foolish inquiry, Claude. I must finish what my father started.
Started? Your father ran away before the battle even began.
Well, all the more reason why I, as his heir, cannot flee now.
I'm in. I need to get back at him for hurting my brother. I'm not going to let him get away with it.
Wow, Hilda's serious about this.
I, too, will fight until the end. I wish to protect Fodlan's future.
I feel the same as Lysithea. It would hardly be fitting for Captain Gerald's apprentice to bow out now. I'll show them everything he taught me.
I will give it my all as well. For the Professor, for Claude, and for all of you who helped make me as strong as I am now.
I'm in too. And when we're done, I'm gonna eat tons of steak to celebrate.
This truly is the final battle. At this point, you shouldn't have to ask us, Claude. You know we're with you.
I do know that, Ignatz. But I had to ask, just to make sure.
Look at how reliable you kids have become. You've trained them well, Professor. This Nemesis guy should be arriving soon. Is everyone ready?
It's finally time.
Let's win this. Together!
That's right. I'm confident we have what it takes to win. Let's defeat this dusty old king of liberation and put an end to this history of lies. Once we've done that, there'll be nothing holding us back. A new and brighter age will begin. Let's go, my friend. Fodlan's new dawn awaits.
Here we are. Seems like the battlefield is fairly flooded. And there is a lot going against us here. A whole lot going against us here. And there appear to be... Oh man. It seems like the 10 elites are here. Arid Bar from Bladed. Goneril of Free Kugel Delta, it looks like. Daphnel. Gloucester. Does he have a relic? He's got Dark Thyrsus. Model after the Thyrsus staff created using ancient technology. Charon. Where are the others? Here we go. For Darius. Dark Aegis Shield. Regan. Who else? Ah, Nemesis with the Dark Creator Sword. Let's see what it does. Fell Sword of the Creator with 2 crest stones. Enables Heaven's Fall for the Crest of Flames. And that is a powerful sword too, with a range just as much as mine is. Any others? Up top, we've got Dominic with Dark Crusher. Lamine with Abraxas. Gautier with the Dark Lance of Ruin. Any others? I think I've covered them all. This will be one heck of a battle with a chest behind them. That's a little bizarre. Well, nothing left to do now but organize our troops. This is what our units are looking like for this final battle. Even though it doesn't really matter at this point with support conversations. However, there is a chest here. I did equip people as adjutants specifically for support conversations. Hanneman is on Marianne, Manuela is on Dorothea, and Shamir is on Raphael. I thought it fitting to have some teachers on board with this. But anyway, no more talk. Time for action. Defeat the enemy commander. Caninar Claude die in battle.
Nemesis is here, and with more soldiers than expected.
A swamp, huh? But there's something about it. It looks odd somehow.
Can't breathe. He should not have done that. Be careful. The water is poisonous to the living.
Looks like we better not get near that swamp. Try to avoid it during the fight.
So when the fight started, I noticed that Nemesis gained a shield. There's nothing about it on there. What does he have for abilities? He has Mighty King of Legend. Negates 1 attack per turn and strengthens stats by 10. Strengthens stats while the 10 elites are present. So that shield basically is because of the 10 elites. Meaning that we have to dispose of them if we're going to even have a chance at getting to him. Because look at that defense and resistance. Nothing is getting through that. Commander, Swordfare, Heartseeker. Curse Power. Unit recovers HP on swamp terrain. Pretty good one to have. Counterattack. Can counterattack from any distance. Plus 30 avoid for combat with foes more than 2 spaces away. And a lot of sword prowess. So we desperately need to lower his stats. All right.
What's my strategy?
Let's get to it.
Shall we?
Well, let's see, you wield. Let's see, Lance Creed using ancient technology. I don't know all my Greek alphabet, so I know it as Aridbar. Modeled after the relic Aridbar. If I attack with the short axe, it'll be enough to kill him, but he's got a lot riding on him.
At the ready.
How can I make a decent first attack here? It's very difficult to make a good first attack here. That attack is only assuming that both of them hit. Which ain't gonna be good. Heaven Sword wouldn't even come close to doing enough damage.
I do this for all of us.
I should organize these troops a little bit better.
Leave it to me.
You never think, Tom. You never think. Oh, well. At the very least, you could sock it to this guy.
That's another one.
Bash him, cash him, and trash him. Next, one up here. Hopefully this isn't going to be a very dumb fight where he can revive the 10 elites. I keep wanting to call them the Elite 10, but no, that's Food Wars. Look at how many things come after her when you get that close. The soldier doesn't move. Well, my strategy here depends on quite a few things. Let's start by equipping the Sword of Zoltan. And see what we can do with that. I can only attack with 11 sword, but I'm willing to wait here. A variety of things are going to determine how this fight goes. Unfortunately, that was the wrong move. Oh god, a brawler's gonna come after her.
I do this for all of us.
At the ready.
Wait.
My orders?
I wanted to do that instead. I can't attack this guy with the silver bow, so I might as well get some chip damage in on him. Or I can go for this guy out here. Let's try that instead. First shot misses. Second shot hits, so at least we got that. I'm gonna wait here.
I'll do my best. Let's make this quick.
Can't actually hit somebody from here. Hit him with my asthma.
It's done.
It's only the first turn and I'm already sweating.
Steady now.
There are people that go after him if I put him there.
More fighting.
Actually, Lysithea,
That helps.
you need the chance to go again. Because I believe you're going to be able to be the one to take down this unit. There we go. Bladed is down.
Huh? I think they've got some sort of magical link with Nemesis.
Could the magic be protecting him?
Not sure, but we'd better take out his 10 commanders before taking him on. 9 more commanders remaining. We just killed number 10. These can't be the 10 elites, can they? Nah, not likely.
Well, I think they are, considering they all share the names with them. I was actually kind of hoping that if the more you took out the 10 commanders, the more of their shields would be gone. But I guess that would imply that he's weakening, and not necessarily that redemption is coming there.
Onward.
At any rate, I think would be a good opportunity to go ahead and end our turn here and see what happens next.
Saros, I will kill you. Do not get in my way.
So that's Nemesis. You're a crusty old bastard, you know that?
All those who stand in my way will be destroyed.
Watch out, Claude. They're coming for us.
No, they're not. Oh, all of them are charging. He healed himself? I don't think he can do that. Skill up. Horse is now level S.
Put it to the test.
No ability though. Trying to hit flame. Oh god. Yeah, that figures. Yep, they are all approaching, including the monsters. Great. Exactly what I wanted today. All right, free Kugel. I don't even need that. I think a silver axe would get the job done here. You deal no damage. You have no power here. You silly. You silly. You think you got power when you actually have none. Silly. Lysithea is going to be very important in this battle. I could already tell. Silver gauntlets. Give him the punchies. Or one punch. A single punch ought to do it.
What's my strategy?
Well, with the Sword of Zoltan, I'll take care of you, Mr. Goneril. Trying to attack me with fried Kugel.
There is still room for improvement.
I can tell that because my HP is... Wait, is that swamp? That's still grassland, okay. I want to make sure I'm not stepping into something by accident. All right, Flame grew a lot of levels while I was training in the last episode. Didn't really go that far.
Shall we?
I might need to take out some of these fools. I think the Brave Bow is probably gonna suit me best here. Really, only 2? Wait, how's that? Oh, because my attack speed goes down from that. This deals more damage with 50% chance to crit. This deals less damage with 50% chance to crit. I'll take them 50-50 odds! Nice!
Pretty good, huh?
Decent form.
Not great form, but decent form. All right, Bernie, you ready for round 2? Actually, maybe not. If I could just get a little bit closer. Yeah, that would be something, wouldn't it? All right, how about here? Silver Bow Plus? Ah, perfect. Hope you don't like your eyebrows. Because I'm sniping them. That's... The bow is gonna shave off your eye. I don't know. Stop asking me things. Here comes a monster. And I think a nice little blow here with the Ignots is gonna come over here and hit you with okay. What Steel Sword? Yeah, there we go.
No mercy.
In the meantime, a little bit of Thoron action here. Never, well, it's gonna hurt that guy, but I was gonna say it would never hurt anybody, but it definitely hurt that guy.
Thank you.
Hard to navigate around here, and I'm gonna be taking damage from the terrain here in a second anyway. I'm gonna attempt to go after Flame. Hey, how about a good hot no? It's like a steaming hot cup of no, because that's what I'm serving up.
A striking display.
Speaking of no, how about no to the amount of health that you lost? Did you see what I did there? I think that it was dumb. Wait. It's forest, grassland. Okay. Trying to be careful about where I tread here. Let me check your weapon, your stats real quick. You have Lewin. What does that allow you to do? These are actually, while they're powerful, he has that. Who is this Daphne guy? It's like, am I fighting his actual corpse? I'm just gonna go ahead and attack. I really hope he doesn't have anything stupid up his sleeve. Oh, I was really banking on that crit to not take all that damage.
I fought and won.
Oh, I can't, ugh. Oh, no! Yeah, let's move back there and wait just a little bit. All right, let's see where they go. Some mages are on the move here. Going for Flame again. She took 14 damage, but she's just gonna heal that off next turn anyway, so. Your pathetic attempts to try and kill me are amusing, to say the least. Alright, if I go over here and then dismount, I'm still attracting a lot of people to me. Let's go ahead and wait. Yeah, like I said, she just healed it off anyway, so it didn't even matter. Are you people trying to kill me again? Oh, they both have ballistas. Son of a gun. Well, I mean, I could just attack him with Fail Not and he'll die. Unless I miss him, but you know what? I find that very unlikely that I'd miss him. See? What did I tell you? Skill up, Bows and Ally plus, Bow Prowess level 5. Good field for a scheme. I mean, I think so too. go ahead and attack with the silver bow on this little monster right here. Not a very good chance to hit, but pointy art. No pointy. No pointy. Over here. Oh, you don't even need that much to kill you. Yep, you've got it.
I'll be home again soon.
I could learn a thing or two from you.
All right. Thinking, why don't we take a good hard look at that weak point you got there? Or I could attempt a gambit. That wouldn't be great though. How much damage are you gonna do? 12 to her? Hey, how about another piping hot cup of no? Oh, what ability did you gain from that? That doesn't look good. I took 5 damage because of poison. Because of Dracula's poison. Oh, barrier abilities are gone there. Desperation and darting blow. Gains 5 attack speed if it initiates combat. Alright, that's not gonna be terrible. I gotta start making a better advance here. I'll try and keep him in the grasslands as much as possible. Got a training sword. That's exactly what we needed, I guess. Oh, how I wish.
Why, thank you.
At the very least, I can get Flame back into the grasslands. Or a giant bird could be trying to come over there and try to kill her. That could be a result, too. Results may vary. Batteries not included. Collect all 5 today. Stand aside as our tiny mage kills you with big power. I'm gonna come back up this way. I shall rally your strength. God, there's so many of those like arrows coming at me that I'm a little bit nervous on that regard. Let's go with Free Kugel. Here come the enemies. What happens now? 8 damage to Canyonot from a mage. Hello, you've got bolting! That's not good! 15 damage to Flame. They're dealing more and more damage as time goes on. Marianne takes 8 damage. It's a Holy Knight. I hope she'd have a little bit more defense than that. Pointless. Let's prep another attack. Oh, with the onset. Hello! Please don't kill my friend. Hello, fail not. Death to ya. Okay. We're making good progress so far, methinks. She just straight up just heals all of her health. It's kind of unfair, actually. Alright, maybe a silver bow ought to take you out. You are a flying guy, after all.
Alright, who's next?
You are one fly guy.
I'll keep pushing.
I don't think these chumps know exactly just who they're messing with. Alright. I really want to get close to the ballista boys there, but I get the feeling that death is right around the corner if I do that. Holy cow, he's got good range. Is he just unaffected by terrain? Movement of 6. Dark Thunderbrand. Range of 1. Why does it say he's got a range of 3? What else is he? Oh, he's a mortal savant. That would explain it. He's got death. Has a high crit rate. Don't deal that much damage, I suppose. Okay, good. The one thing I wanted to see is if... Okay, so you need to die. I can use my Sword of the Creator on you. Take that, Gloucester! Turn around and just like Lawrence is like looking at his hand as it slowly vanishes because we changed the course of history. That's my take on it. I'm being dumb. Ignore me. I can't get close enough. It's always a heartbreaker when you can't get close enough. I could stand to Thor on this guy, though. I think she'll be fine there. I probably should have saved that for last, because I'm probably going to have to start rewinding time here.
I could go another few rounds.
Good form.
Come over here and attack you with Fail Not. I might need to use a healing charge here at some point. Help, you flying person. Oh, you don't move yet. You probably will move, and when you do, it will be hell on earth. So, how about we change the course of the future here, and... Actually, what am I doing? Oh no, he can still hit me. Oh, he's less accurate. I'll take it with Fail Not.
People are waiting on me.
That explains why all these are revered as sacred weapons, and why they sometimes have the ability to turn people into monsters when they don't have the correct crests. Alright. Can you... I would really like it if you could actually punch this guy, but I don't think that's gonna actually work. On top of that, we got bolting to worry about here. God, that's got a long range! So why don't I just give you the short axe, the long and short axe of it. Haha!
Sorry, but it's you or me.
Yeah, does she have any healing items on her? She's got a concoction, okay. So I think the next turn I'm just gonna charge forward and heal her. And that guy ain't moving, so. That's a very interesting take on this whole thing. A lot of people coming after him if I do this. Including, but not limited to Gautier. Dark Lance of Ruin. Well, they each have their own abilities, too. Oh, grants power to the mighty, okay. He's got Lance Fair and Axe Fair, which is a little weird. Heals HP in the swamp, nullifies instant death effects and Lance prowess. So he's really nothing but just a really... Holy crap. How's the base value 44? Oh, 22 and 22. That makes a lot more sense now. You know what? When it comes to math, I'm not the best. Let's lure this guy forward a little bit here. Just a touch. In the meantime... I mean, Dark Spikes is a little bit overkill for that one. Though, something a bit more accurate would help. And unfortunately, it seems like Miasma's my best bet. Unless I can find... Oh, Miasma. It honestly doesn't matter. Although, no, I think he's just got a really big luck stat, and that's why he doesn't take a lot of damage. Dark Thunderbrand. All these dark weapons.
I will keep making progress.
Do it. No one's stopping you. Okay, now for the big thing I wanted to do. Because a lot of people within that range needed healing. Well, Lawrence can actually attack this guy. I didn't even think about that. Fortune. Oh no, wait, Sagittarius gets the job done. Sagittarius gets the job done.
Too close for my liking.
Alright, we got two mages that aren't going to move, including Odessa, who probably moves at some point. Who do I have left? Dorothea. That could work. Actually, it will work. Based on this alone, this will definitely work. Dorothea, do me a favor and dance for... Let's go with Ignatz. I think he can reach. And, well, the Wodow's got a 72% chance to crit, and it failed. Bam! Critted him. Punched him in his face.
Am I getting closer?
You are, Shamir.
More effective.
Flame again. Flame takes damage, but she heals it next turn anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Healing, healing. All right. In terms of... Oh, there's a chest here. Well, if the king doesn't move, I could probably have Ignots go after them. Honestly, I just want to see what's inside them. I missed out on an opportunity to get chests a while ago, so I'm a little bit peeved about that. Understandably so, I would hope. Let's go ahead and mount up, because I don't think we have much of an issue with the flying units anymore. Wait. Whom else? Whomstant. Let's see. I mean, you're as tough as nails. Ooh, but even then, unless you crit, you're not gonna be doing much to him. And by not much, I mean you're not gonna kill him, but you could still... But bam! Level up for Shamir. I was like, level up! Wait a minute. For Shamir. Definitely for Shamir. Nobody else. Got a lot of mounted units coming up on this side. Need Bernie to start getting some of them big plays in. That's partly what I was afraid of. Alright, well. Yoo-hoo! Oh, the other one can come after me. Oh, that's a problem. Dark Crusher, how bad is it? Not nearly as bad as I thought it would be, actually. 33, huh? You've got no, nothing that really complements that either. So yeah, I'm feeling ballsy. I think she could survive this. Basically, my next move after... Oh, what am I using? Short axe, dumbass. I'm gonna take that turn back just so I can switch the equipment.
Shall we?
If I could turn back time... Free Kugel might be my best bet here. And then use the concoction. Or maybe it's Fry Kugel, I don't know.
What's my strategy?
What is my strategy? You know, I never really bother to plan these things out and just assume everything will go as planned. That seems overkill, honestly. And I feel like I'd be better off using Lysithea for this as opposed to anybody else. Because, like, she could just straight up murder everybody. She's a glass cannon. I think that's due partly to... Wait a minute. Hello. Flame, let's actually move you further up. Let's go ahead and dance. There we go. Flame's getting some of that good stuff in. Gambit to heal, but I don't think that's necessary right now. Alright, you still need to move. Why don't you move over to the heal tile? Alright, what's happening next? Here come flying unit. The Vise worked out for me well, and I killed that man. 29 damage, ugh. Hopefully this mounted unit doesn't do a lot. 6. Oh god. A lot came from there. Healing, healing, and healing. Healing, healing, more healing. Are you... Which one's the one I need to worry about the most here? Probably you. Oh, Des, is it? Oh, Des, you're dead.
Make a difference.
That was, do you hear that? It's the sound of stretching.
Shall we?
Can't get close enough.
At the ready.
So, I just have to go with this. We got bows, bows, bows for all of your bowing needs.
I fought
and not the airline.
Fun to watch.
I guess, wait, hold on.
Now he can't call any more demonic beasts. Time to see off his ally.
Oh, that was a reinforcement. Physic. Oh my god, I can actually hit her from this far.
Nice.
Nice! Well, let's start making our way further up here. I'm feeling ballsy. I'm still surprised this unit hasn't moved yet. Oh, of course. Fraldarius. Heard he had a great sense of humor. They call him Fraldarius the Hilarious. That's not really what they called him. He provides both those, but, you know, just getting it through there.
It was the least I could do.
Oh, I guess blue doesn't mean the stats maxed out.
Whoa. The swampland vanished.
I mean, the ground's still dead, but I see what you're talking about. All right, I get the feeling that, yep, I was exactly right. And, oh my God, so much bad is happening. He hasn't started moving yet. I'm gonna start moving Ignots towards that chest. I really hope this Dark King here doesn't move. Are you still within rescue range? Chip and Dale! Rescue Rangers! Chip and Dale when there's danger! Go ahead and wait. I think I'm using the Sword of the Creator, which might be a slight mistake. This guy's got nowhere to, this guy's all dressed up with nowhere to go, so. I wonder.
I do this for all of us.
I can attract that, but is it worth it? 27 attack speed versus this thing's, oh, 25. Yeah, no, that's actually quite all right. Let's switch to, I think when you're being attacked, you don't get as many attacks, but let's switch to the Brave Bow anyway. Let's just come over to Lysithea here. Meteor. Oh man, I can actually attack somebody from this far away. Let's do it! Oh! Ah, just a rock hit me! That's a pretty damn good spell, if I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. What the hell's wrong with me? Too many things are going to attack Lysithea if I put her there. So much so that even she can't bear it. I'll keep Sagittarius equipped, and the enemies can go. Let's see how this plays out, shall we? Oh, you missed! You may have guarded with your pavise, or the other move, but you know, ain't nothing for me. Did you? Oh, he healed. I should probably switch Free Kugel off of her. Hey, stop! Nice try. Ouch! Again with the nice try. So, still kind of really hoping that he doesn't move once this barrier's gone. Because that's gonna complicate a couple things. And I don't know if you know me, but not a big fan of complications. Oh, here comes Bolganone. Ooh, that did heft. That was a heft amount of damage.
I'll try.
Why don't you ride back this way then? I mean, I'm just gonna get rid of this guy. Proving to be quite the thorn. Aha, you are equipped merely with fist. Did all he have was healing? He must have had something else, right? Alright, my turn. Oh, he had advantage. Didn't matter, but he had advantage nonetheless. How far does Fortify go? He's just out of range, but that's fine. Heal up everybody that needs it. Flame gains level up. Got you. Oh, this is interesting. I've got 4 things to kill and 3 moves to do it. What are you looking like? It's Regan. Meanwhile, Lawrence is ecstatic to kill somebody from House Regan. Minor Crest of Gloucester. Only a minor Crest of Gloucester.
My skills are rising to my stat.
That's it. His barrier's gone, but...
Professor, Claude, all the subordinates to Nemesis have been eliminated.
It took some doing, but now is our chance to face off against Nemesis.
He still doesn't move. Whew. I think, well, let's see what my other options are here. Yeah, this works out better. Claude takes less damage from this and had a better chance to dodge. Despite the fact that even man, 2 out of 3 chances to dodge that and he didn't.
The weak fall.
That's it, the weak fall. That's all he had to say. Alright, well, is this the last of the enemies? Here comes some, oh good, I got guard on that one. There's still one thing left. It's gonna attack, yeah, alright. Everybody start moving up. We gotta start making our way to the baddie here. It'll be fine. Look, there's only one baddie left. It's gonna attack, Lawrence, and he's gonna win. Okay, so I'm gonna get everything that's in these chests. Dan, if you could do me a favor and just, like, jump ahead on that, that'd be great. In this first chest here, we have an Arrow of Indra. A shimmering magical lance crafted using ancient technology. So it's a lance that uses a magical ability. Very interesting. In the second chest, we have a secret book. You know what? I'll keep that on me. Get rid of the concoction and he could use it next turn.
Thanks so much.
Dorothea leveled up to 45.
Feels like...
And in this final chest is a giant shell. Permanently increases defense by 2. Send that to the convoy. I think I'm like 1 away from him there. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and start getting back on the right track here. Back on the right track! And we'll start fighting him. He's got rocks on a lot of sides of him. Should I attack with Fail Not? I do not get a lot of good hits in on him. However, that's kind of what gambits are for.
Evil creature, prepare to die!
Gambit boost!
Pull out all the stops.
Skill, his authority skill is now level A and he got Battalion's Wrath. And now that I've attacked him, he can move. Sagittarius, he'll do a ton of damage, but not necessarily, well, if he crits, then he's dead. Let's just go with Agni's Arrow. One of the strongest spells I can cast right now. Oh, that looks familiar. How dare you use that Sword of the Creator on me? Oh, should I attack him from here? Yeah, Lysithea would die. Oh, man. Silver Gauntlets? Oh, dude, that does bupkis to him. Do I have any, like, squishy magic users that wouldn't die from attacking him? Man, it's hard to do, like, any amount of damage to him at all. Hit him with a silver bow, just 3 damage. Oh, man, somebody's dying this time around. And it very well might be Lawrence. Free Kugel. Ah! That's where the damage comes from. Let's do it! Ah, Crest of Flames activated, so he got some health back. Hilda's Alliance Cavalry withdrew. I think I could probably get him with the Sword of the Creator. Let's do it. Let's finish this off.
That sword. You bear the crest of flames, just as I do.
Here is something to believe in.
A bit overkill for my taste, but I think you got the point across.
I'll use this power for the greater good.
You can't shake. Well, 2 level ups in one battle. Who'd have guessed?
I'll use this power for the greater good.
Stage complete for the freedom of Fodlan. Hilda was the MVP, kind of surprisingly.
That one seemed to work. We're almost done. Let's go, my friend.
You are a foolish child.
Tough talk from the guy who's lived too long. Allow me to fix that!
You are all pathetic weaklings. You lack the courage to challenge me in lone combat.
Yet we have the strength to scale the walls between us, to reach out our hands in friendship, so we can open our true hearts to one another. That's how we win! Future historians will refer to this day as the new dawn of Fodlan. Of that, I have no doubt. It's up to you now, Teach. As for my path...
Save?
A rising flame was alight as the flow of time carved a new history for Fodlan. The ambitions of the fell king Nemesis were crushed, averting what could have been the greatest crisis in the history of Fodlan. After 5.5 years of war, a new age was set to begin. Country, faith, history, all that had once formed the order of the world was wiped clean. The heroes whose very hands saved Fodlan from a dark fate commenced with the building of a new society.
That drawing of Claude, though.
The leaders of this new, unified Fodlan began their walk down a seemingly endless path. One towards a world that would cherish differences in race and belief. One where all life would be valued equally. Those leaders clung to the hope that their path would not end with Fodlan, that it would someday span the seas to Dagda and beyond the throat to Ulmira.
Professor,
We've done what we can.
We have. I can feel that the crests are no longer a part of me. That must mean my body will.
We can't say for sure, but we can hope.
Thank you, Professor. No matter the outcome, I feel a sense of peace. I have hope, and that hope will carry me through it all. You've done so much, searching for a way to remove my crests, to save me. I can't tell you how much it means to me.
So what will you do now?
I will not claim my title. House Ordelia will end with my father's generation. After this, I'm going to begin preparations for our family's dissolution. This will ensure that the people of our territory will not be troubled, and my parents will be able to live out their lives in peace.
And after that?
A good question. I hadn't considered it, but assuming I have life left in me, would it be alright if I came back here to stay by your side? Without my crests, I'm not sure what all I'd be able to do for you. But you have given me a new life. I want to use my time to support you however I can.
Lysithea, I want you to have this.
Oh, is this... This is...
I'll be waiting for your safe return.
What I said earlier about not caring what the outcome of all this is, I take it back. For the longest time, I didn't think I'd be around to be a part of the future you and everyone were creating, that I had no place in it. But now, I cannot fight it any longer. I do care, and I do not wish to give up on chasing that future. I do not wish to die. I refuse to give up on myself or on our future. And so, I promise to come back to you, no matter what. Once I'm back,
We will chase that future together.
yes, I quite like the sound of that. Together. It is decided. We will be together forever, living long, full lives. Count on it, my love.
How shameless of her. Whew. And for a time, that was, at least for this playthrough, that was Fire Emblem Three Houses, Verdant Wind. White Clouds, Skirmish at Dawn, Canyon Knot was the MVP, Rivalry of the Houses, Hilda was the MVP, Red Canyon Dominance, Leonie was the MVP, the Magdred Ambush, Lysithea was the MVP, Assault at the Rite of Birth, Canyon Knot was the MVP. We had a lot of it like shifted between Lysithea, Leonie, and Canyon Knot. Canyon Knot did a lot there. Battle of the Eagle and Lion, that was a good time was had by all, but not all times were good. The Remire Calamity, that's kind of what kind of got us alert to this Shadow Cabal here that was doing all sorts of this bad stuff. I can't believe how much of a nerd Raphael looked back then. His longer hair like makes him look so much better when he's older there. Leonie too, not digging the I call it a pixie cut, but it's a little bit longer than a pixie cut. I forgot I was using Cyril for a while there. I was using Cereal. Aloise had a pretty good paralogue. Raphael had a lot of MVP stuff going for him. Even all the way back then, I think he was a grappler or something. I think he might have been a brigand then. To war. No, he was definitely a grappler before we shifted forward to Verdant Wind. Oh man, we've gone through all these different paralogues. The rose-colored river. Oh man, all this like coming up so soon. The Sleeping Sand legends, where my theory about Seteth and Flayn came to fruition. The second it was like, how are you, Seth? Don't shut up. Shut the hell up. I forgot what the name of the monster was. Because it had to do with Marianne's crest and the fact that it would consume her and turn her into a monster. And we never really did get a conclusion to a bunch of those support conversations, so we might get that next playthrough. Or hell, we might get it now, maybe this post-game. That was all the battle data we had for this this mission here. Where are they now? Anna, Anna's business savvy proved to be a great asset post-war reconstruction of Garrick Mach. Once the restoration was complete, she disappeared from the area entirely, though tales of a mysterious merchant were passed down in every corner of the world for centuries to come. Some say she continues to travel even to this day, eternally peddling her wares and ever in search of the next lucrative opportunity. And I wouldn't have got that if I had just rushed through this game. Distant archer Shamir. Shortly after the war, Shamir gave up the mercenary life and disappeared. Though she was never heard from again, rumors swirled persistently for years of a master archer turned thief who lined her pockets by shaking down all those who preyed upon the innocent. Well, she was Robin Hood, except I'm pretty sure she kept everything for herself. Hanneman. Though Fodlan had changed, Hanneman's goals remained unwavering, to determine the workings of the crest and to do away with the inequality caused by them. To that end, his research resulted in magical tools that could used even without the aid of crests. This proved to yet be another worthwhile discovery by the father of crestology. Son of Knights Alois. 8 battles done, 7 victories. Once all the fighting had come to an end, Alois officially took up the position of captain of the Knights of Seros. In this capacity, he was much beloved and the Knights became more unified than ever under his command. It is said that their accomplishments during his tenure were beyond even what Gerald's troop had achieved. Wow. Good job, Alois. Divine Songstress Manuela. 10 battles, 5 victories. Manuela left Garrick Mach to build her own academy in a small war-torn town. There, she contributed heavily to rebuilding efforts while teaching future generations the necessary skills of survival. Though she never married or had children of her own, she spent the last years of her life happily devoted to her students. Or at least it's what history books are going to say anyway. Free Knight Catherine, 11 battles, 10 victories. Catherine left the Knights of Seros and set out to travel across Fodlan. Thunderbrand in her hand, she wandered the countryside, seeking always to defend the innocent and punish the wicked. Her many years of heroics ensured that she would always be remembered by the people as a beloved folk hero. Despite the fact that those weapons actually can't do anything anymore. Heir of Purpose Seth and slumbering Princess Flayn. While Flayn disappeared soon after the war, Seth stayed at the monastery and worked to restore the authority of the Church of Seros. Doing away with his old strictness, he adopted a tolerant stance toward all and encouraged his followers to do the same. When he was satisfied the message was received, he vanished from the monastery. Several centuries later, a man and a woman in ancient attire emerged to a Fodlan that had drastically changed. When she asked the man beside her if it would be alright if the new heir to call him father, he said, perhaps it would be better to remain on the safe side. Eternal loner Bernadetta. As soon as Bernadetta inherited House Farley from her father, she withdrew from all political discourse and focused solely on the management of her own territory. Because of this, her penchant for spending long periods of time in hibernation, she became known throughout the house's history as the Bear of Varley. Ha! Fantastic. The Bladebreaker II, Leone. Leone joined up with the mercenaries, formerly led by Gerald. As his greatest apprentice, she quickly took on a leadership role and eventually inherited the title of Bladebreaker. She came to be known as Gerald II as she began to resemble him in all things, including his drinking habits. She left behind many unpaid tavern tabs. She seemed blunt enough to do that. Hey, mystical Santress Dorothea and Noble of the Red Rose Lawrence. As the new head of House Gloucester, Lawrence first worked to restore his own territory and expand his vision to include all reforms for all Fodlan. At the height of his storied political career, he announced his marriage to Dorothea, who had returned to prominence at the Middle Franc Opera Company. The elaborate wedding was the most talked about social event of the season. The fashions on display from the savvy noblemen and stylish songs on trends with young people across Fodlan for a decade. Good lord. Hilda and Cyril, wow. Hilda returned to her territory and founded the first artistic academy in Fodlan. Years later, as the successful headmaster of that school, she journeyed to Garrick Mach to make a donation to the church. There she encountered Cyril, who graduated from the Officers Academy and joined the Knights of Seros. When each saw how much the other had grown and matured, a mutual attraction between them blossomed naturally into love. Cyril eventually left the church to become a Knight of House Goneril at the invitation of Hilda's brother Holst. As Holst's new brother-in-law, Cyril provided essential aid in negotiations with House Goneril's Almiran neighbors. Beast of Lester Raphael, and worldly artist Ignatz. Raphael returned to his hometown to serve his liege lord as knight. Spent his spare time helping out at the inn that his family had opened during his time away. He was compelled to give up knighthood and manage the inn full-time, however, when his sister Maya suddenly declared her ambition to become an artist and vanished. Years later, when she finally returned, she did so with the company of another artist, her husband Ignatz. With cheerful support from Raphael, Ignatz and his wife rose to prominence and, with their unique style, set an artistic paradigm in Fodlan for a generation. King of Unification Claude and survivor of the curse Marianne. Entrusting the future of Fodlan to his friends, Claude left for Almyra to reclaim his place as heir to the throne. Several years later, when he became king, he took the initial step to open trade routes with Fodlan and entered into negotiations with Margrave Emblem. For the first time, he was reunited with Marianne, who had grown under her adopted father's guidance into a wise and talented woman. She offered him aid as they worked together to secure friendly relationships between their respective nations. They fell deeply in love. Ruler of Dawn Kenunat and Scholar of Misfortune Lysithea. Kenunat announced his engagement to Lysithea shortly after becoming the United Kingdom leader of the United Kingdom of Fodlan. Before they were officially wed, she returned home, helped her father restore Ordelia territory, and offered the land to be governed directly by the new kingdom. Once the affairs of House Ordelia were in order, Lysithea married and became queen. Even without her crest, she proved more than capable for the role. Applying her great insight and intelligence towards a better Fodlan, when the rebuilding effort was complete, the couple and their children enjoyed a long and peaceful lives. And with that, we've finished Verdant Wind for Fire Emblem Three Houses. The other, is it 3 paths? I think it's 3 paths. Will come at some point in the future, but will probably be fairly different. First of all, considering the first 12 chapters are essentially the same, I'm going to be mostly rushing through them and putting together sort of like a cut compilation of, oh god, the lyrics are going to make it hard to speak. Sort of like a compilation of everything that's different between this run-through and the other 3 run-throughs. Maybe other 2, because I think one of them is based on another house that you join. Either way, this was a lot of fun, and I'm thinking of doing different styles for the different playthroughs. I'm thinking for one house, I will try to recruit everyone, as many people as possible. For another house, I might focus on characters' weaknesses and make them into something that they wouldn't normally grow into based on those weaknesses alone. And maybe for another one, who knows? I might play on hard. Those are my 3 plans for that one. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do exactly for which. But I'm sure that I'll figure it out once that time has come. Not entirely sure what I'm going to do for the next playthrough. But, I don't know. I've got 2 houses to look at, and all it really depends on now is the order. And I'm sure by the time that this comes out, there will already be content of me playing this game, possibly on Twitch, because if I'm going to be doing the compilation way of things here, I'm going to have to get a major head start on things. Because I'm going to have to play through all 12 chapters as quickly as possible and see how many episodes it's going to be divided in. But you'll probably see that. You'll probably see some like, way about that before this even comes out. And honestly, this is probably going to change to the Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday slot as opposed to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday slot. Mainly because the Monday, Wednesday, Friday slot I generally have reserved for the main Let's Play. This was the main Let's Play, but I think I'm going to turn that over to Pokemon Sword. And then this Let's Play I'll kind of do as I can, and have it sort of like filled intermittently with like other stuff, multiplayer stuff maybe, who knows. I guess while I'm discussing the schedule, I might as well just be discussing the other updates I have here, because I don't know how many of you are going to stick around for my thoughts on the project, but I suppose that the people who are will have the most interest in my content anyway. So, and actually by the time this comes out, the first episode of this will have come out, but the weekly tomfoolery is something that's been going on. And the way I'm kind of doing it is that every week, I'm going to be looking through people who tag things with tomfoolery in the comments with timestamps, and seeing what would be able to go into a compilation. And to that end, you know, I kind of ask you for future content here, because, like, you know, even for this episode, well, maybe like go back into this video and see it, but it's mostly gonna be for like, I think I might include some older stuff in there, but it's gonna be like a week-by-week basis kind of thing, where it'll be like, that Tuesday, I'll release the previous week's like highlights, more or less. Similar to what I was doing with the stream highlights, but with all of my content. The musicians here, violoncello. I wonder, like, if they have the people who did the, if they have the people who did, like, the mixing and, like, the, you know, the dubstep stuff and whatnot as part of the credits there. Because it was mostly just the people who played instruments for that. The Japanese cast of our dear friends here. I wonder if I'll recognize any other people in terms of their voices. I mean, Lysithia's I recognize right away because I was I had watched, you know, Teen Titans and my life as a teenage robot, so her voice is very, very easy to pick up out of the group. But I could have sworn that Tomas was Billy West, because it was kind of like Billy West, but it was almost like not Billy West. You dig? Anyway, and Ben Diskin, I could easily pick Ben Diskin out of Caspar and Lawrence. So those were some good stuff right there. So I'm wondering if I'll be able to pick Zach Aguilar. He replaced Chris Niosi as the voice of Byleth due to complications. Joe Zija, I follow him on Twitter now because I saw that. Erica Mendez, I recognize that name. Oh man, I really need to learn like more about the people who played a lot of these characters. Veronica Taylor, Natch. Laura Post, I think I recognize. I think Colleen O'Shaughnessy I've heard of as well. There's a lot of people who put their hearts and souls into these characters, and they did an excellent job on that. Kylie Bear. There's a lot of people who put their hearts and souls into these games as well. Just in general. That's really cool. I actually auditioned for a voice role for something online as well. And I just did it like the night I recorded this, so I have no idea like if I would even be remotely close to getting the part. But hopefully I do. I don't know. I probably won't be out by the time this comes out, but you know. We'll see. Animation takes a long time, folks. What with that new YouTube stuff with trying to be COPPA compliant. Which there's a lot of back and forth on whether or not this is actually a big issue or not. Because it kind of comes down, it does more or less come down to if the FTC, basically what COPPA is that like, can't be gathering personal information of children, which is kind of how YouTube does ad revenue and whatnot. So if you declare your stuff as kid-friendly, then you're going to be losing out on like 90% of ad revenue. So a lot of people are going to mark their stuff as not for kids. But if it's deemed by the FTC to be for kids, be like targeting kids and like kids are watching it, then, you know, you're going to pay a fine and whatnot. People are saying this is like the end of the world of YouTube, and others are saying that it's like, it's a lot more lenient than you think on it. And I guess at the time of uploading this, only time will tell. The new rules for COPPA go into effect on January 1st, 2020. And we'll see how that goes. It'll be very hard pressed to do some content on YouTube if that's the case. If it is as strict as some people are saying it is, things like Minecraft, Pokemon, Mario, anything that's not rated, anything that's below a T rating by the ESRB is probably going to be subject to COPPA compliancy here. But like it's got to be one of those things where it's like, can the people who are in charge of like keeping an eye on that kind of thing, are they just going to look at it on the surface and be like, this is specifically towards children, or enough children are watching this where this is going, where we have to find this because they're breaking COPPA, you know, the rules of COPPA? Or is it going to be like that they'll have people that, and like they can't analyze every single video, it would have to be machine learning, and YouTube's machine learning is not that great right now. So like there is like a bit of like issue to it. I guess I'm just talking about a hot button topic here, not really talking about the game, but it kind of affects videos like this. Anyway, back to Fire Emblem. I really enjoyed the system they had for like building up skills and whatnot. The only thing that I think I didn't like about the skill building was that The heavy armor and like riding and flying skills, you got nothing for those. Like all you really got for them was the ability to, get certain classes. So like, I guess that's cool and all, but I could have been spending so much more time on like, on other things. And I guess it does kind of work out because you do get like really good mobility for getting mounted classes. And heavy armor, like, heavy armor classes kind of provide a really high natural defense. I almost said special defense, but we're not talking Pokemon. And even so, that'd be the wrong stat anyway. What else? Hilda was awful for most of the game. The first 12 chapters, which is where you get to know her the most, she was awful, but I think she came around a little bit. And I do like her ending there where she had grown and matured. And I hope that wasn't matured into an even bigger pain in the ass, but, you know. Man, we're still going through all these different localizations here. Oh, IQ! I know that company. They did, they were responsible for releasing N64 games to China. Back when, like, China started, like, easing up on their, like, no video games, or, like, nothing from, like, outside countries kind of thing. You see how that kind of went there. These credits are long, man. They kind of like, I'm almost getting Ubisoft flashbacks here, but I think localization is pretty close to the end of credits anyway. My throat's burning. It's 4 in the morning right now. I've been doing great at getting to bed early, but then I was like, I could probably knock this out pretty easily. Little did I know, I'd be making an entire movie. And these credits go to show for it. But who knows? Maybe there's a post-credit sequence that you guys watching the video can just skip ahead of this on and see that instead. But here on Tom Fox, we like to give the people who put all their hard work into these games their time in the sun here. We're at the special thanks, so I think we're gonna be doing good here for the end. We're at our producers here. Toshiyuki Nakamura, Shintaro Furukawa. I wonder if they've been producing the Fire Emblem series for long, like even going so back to its creation. I don't know much about like the creation of Fire Emblem, because Awakening was the first one I ever beat. So, kind of goes to show you when I initially got into being a Fire Emblem fan. The end. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you all had a lot of fun too. But, is there anything else past the credits here? You want to save a cleared game data. This data can be used to start a new game. Plus, if you intend to play your previous data, please save your cleared game data to another file. I'm going to save this all the way to the bottom. And with that, we get ourselves a new title screen with Sothis sleeping on the throne. And we can start New Game Plus now. You can carry your endgame data over to New Game Plus. Endgame saves and New Game Plus are saves indicated by the Sothis mark. In New Game Plus, you retain your renown and higher battalions as well as your shops and saint statue levels. You can also use your journal to spend renown to unlock professor levels, support levels, skill levels, combat arts, abilities gained from mastering classes skills that you had unlocked in your cleared game save. Use the unit appearance option to choose your unit's uniform. The option in the monastery, uniforms of wartime, profile portraits, and voices will not change. Additionally, you may receive items containing your crest, crest powers based on the choices you made in your cleared game save. Use your journal to spend renown to unlock any crest that you do not already possess. Crest items you do not already possess. Wow. So you got a lot there. If you have any Fire Emblem character amiibo, try scanning the amiibo gazebo monasteries. Who knows what'll happen? Would you like to create to carry over your data from the end to create a New Game Plus file? You know what? I think we will. But we'll have that be next time on Fire Emblem Three Houses. We'll be starting on our next path. See you all then. Later.